The Rich Redmond Show is produced by it'syourshow.co. Podcasts, short-form content, voiceovers, and more. All at it'syourshow.co.
Being as much of an asset to the group as I can. And, you know, especially with the skills that I've learned since being in Nashville and doing the tracks with Ableton and, you know, having a rehearsal space at Music Lab, all that. It's like I can offer multiple things to the artists that I play for. And, just try and be slightly more valuable than just guy who shows up and plays drums and then it's like, hey, can you pay me $500 for this gig?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is,
you're bringing a lot to the table.
Yeah.
It's kind of, Jim, it's kind of like back in the day when they're like, well, how'd you get this drummer? He owns the PA.
Yeah. Literally.
This is the Rich Redmond Show.
So yeah, we're talking about organic food and how it's like, what is the definition of organic? It's very broad. You know, organic chicken can mean there's 2 chickens in the yards and they're just eating bugs and grass and whatever they do. But it can also be 500 chickens in a very small space. But they're outside and they're not in a cage.
Cage free, but it's like, the not cage is that big.
I know. But I've been hitting up, I don't know if you've ever gone there because you've been in Nashville 9 years, but the Calypso Café there on Thompson Lane across from the Guitar Center. It's like a staple for musicians.
Yes, I've been there.
It's like a Caribbean meat and 3. So you get like jerk chicken and they've got like black beans and they with sour cream. And then of course, the sweet potatoes come with coconut. And it's affordable.
And it's really good.
It's affordable. It's good. It's healthy. And
they've had the same 3 people working there.
I'm telling you what, you walk in, you see, well, I've been in Nashville 29 years. They have been there 29 years. But I mean, waitressing and, you know, serving, if you want a flexible lifestyle, I mean, they probably go in 11. They're out at, because it's not a big dinner crowd. It's a lunch crowd.
It's a lunch crowd, but I think it appeals to a very affluent clientele.
Big
so
tippers.
I think they probably tip very well, and they've probably done very well over the years. Otherwise, why would you stay, right?
Yeah, just the flexibility. Because if you go in there on a Monday through Wednesday, somewhere in the middle of the day, around 1 o'clock, all the session players are there, like chowing down.
Yeah,
and you get in really fast and all that kind of stuff.
I saw Chris McHugh there a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
and I kind of looked at him, and he kind of looked at me, and I did the nod.
Yeah.
And he didn't give it back. So I didn't stop and say hello.
No, he probably said to himself, I know this guy from somewhere, but I don't know where.
Right.
Because, Jim, you have gotten around. I mean, we have been friends since 08.
Dude, actually, we first
18
met.
years.
Our first meeting was at Calypso. We had lunch.
Yeah, it's because I wanted to get into the voiceover business. I was like, hey, man, I heard you. I discovered you on MySpace.
I know.
Like Tom introduced us.
Wow.
Do you remember MySpace?
Oh,
did you ever do that?
Dude, I was huge on MySpace.
Really?
I was
top 10
my
friends.
generation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. We were doing HTML. We were coding. I was coding before coding was cool. Yeah, dude. I was in that like hardcore kind of like Screamo scene when I was in high school growing up and stuff. And it was like you were only as valuable as how much your MySpace was popping off. So I am MySpace. I invented MySpace.
Their biggest downfall was allowing everybody to customize.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Things got really squirrely really quickly.
Wow.
And that was me. I was the one that was ruining MySpace.
But Tom
With
won.
the hair and the highlights in the hair.
Dude,
it was crazy.
Tom won, dude. He got in. He made his money.
Yeah.
He got out.
He did. And he's like under the radar now. Nobody really knows where he is.
I mean, he could be a tech bro going into the version 2.0, Tom, but he's probably just on a beach somewhere in Maui, just like.
Good for him.
He's like having dinner with Mick Fleetwood, you know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you didn't have to work.
That's a big question. It's a big question.
You know, because you got to get up you got to have purpose in getting up every morning. You got to do something.
It's the flexibility. Like I'm going to die with the sticks in my hands, right? But if, you know, occasionally I don't have to go out and play like some of those middle of nowhere festivals. That's the only thing I'm not crazy about is the Stinky Feet festivals.
Oh, I just played Merced last week. So Merced, California.
Yeah.
So you can tell me about Stinky Feet
even
Festival.
California has some small little places where you're I am scared.
Yeah, the middle of California is like as country as anywhere else.
Like Fresno, Midstate, all that.
Oh yeah, it's like just north of Fresno.
Why does it call them Stinky Feet Festivals?
I call them Stinky Feet festivals because people go out there and they camp for 3, 4, 5 days, and they're barefoot and, you know, drinking Coors Light in the middle of the day, and there's just a lot of porta potties and campers. And,
so it's Bonnaroo.
Dude, I'm a city slicker, man. I like Neon. I like the Four Seasons.
One of the other podcasts I produce, the Yales and Tales podcast, the girl that we have, she went to Bonnaroo this past weekend, and we recorded without her, and we were talking about that. I'm like, that is the last place I'd want to go.
Well,
and hang out.
May it
for
never
5.
find me. I'm right there with you. I'll play it, but then I'm out of there.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to
Special treatment. You get ushered right to the stage. Get me on there. I keep my shoes on. I have a shower.
Yeah, all that stuff is very, very important. I don't want to, not to get off my lawn guy, because, I mean, you know, our guest today, Ben, Mr. Ben Wood, is at least 2 generations behind me, right? But with a commonality is drums.
Yep.
We love drums. We love music. Jim, who are we talking to today? Ben Wood. He's hailing from Sacramento, California. That's the state capital, right?
Oh, yeah.
Calling Nashville home for 9 years. Fantastic drummer. We met in Los Angeles. He's got a story about that. But he's been playing with great groups like Trey Landon, Hallie Kern, Shaylin, Sophia Scott, Just Jane. In recent years, almost all women, female artists, so we'll have to ask him about that. But he's also a great entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Ah, and
that's entrepreneur.
Aluminium.
It's French for likes to get out and do things for himself. He's running a great business. He's the owner of the Music Lab Nashville. It's really a Music Lab Brentwood, Tennessee. Very, very nice location in the middle of all that stuff. And what do? They're building up the next generation of working musicians in Nashville. And their philosophy is we teach all ages, all styles, all abilities. So, dude, it is so great to have you on the podcast. Our new friend, Ben Wood.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. And that was an excellent intro, especially of Music Lab. That was really
I don't
good.
rehearse these things. So you're Jim's new friend. But yeah, we've known each other 10 years.
Yeah, just about.
I just thought it was really, really cool that you drove down from Sacramento to LA.
Yep.
To take a lesson with little old me. Hopefully you got something out of it. But our friend Chris Agzit owned the Los Angeles drummer services Lads.
Oh,
and he let me do some teaching there.
Oh, cool.
And he you know, obviously still to this day is a fantastic drum tech to the stars. He was doing Simon Phillips. He's done Brian Fraser Moore. He did all the setups for a lot of LA session drummers. Now he moved here and he has the Bach to Rock thing.
Oh, does he own a Bach to Rock?
He owns a Bach to Rock in Mount Juliet.
Oh, really?
So you guys would have a great
me and him should fist fight.
meeting of the minds. You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's very cool.
So we met in a small, you know, little room with 2 drum sets. And remind me of the day. Why would you reach out to little old me?
Yeah. I mean, I can give you a slightly long-winded version if you would like. But yeah, I grew up playing drums and was in this like touring band out of high school. We had a record deal. Again, talking about the Screamo stuff.
But that's so young to have a record deal.
Yeah. We signed a record deal. I think I was like 18 or 19 years old.
Wow.
So immediately out of high school, started touring. We had some band members actually that had to have their parents sign the record deal, like co-sign, which was cool. But that ran its course after a couple of years. So I was like 21, had just recently gotten into education, teaching at the Drum Lab, which there's a whole other story in and of itself there.
Let's bookmark that.
Yeah, but I got really into education and playing in churches, and I was like kind of like crushing it for Sacramento, I thought. But I had really missed that touring element. And so I knew that me being 21, 22 at the time, that I really was going to look at myself when I was 30, closer to my age now. And
you still haven't hit 30.
I'm 33.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 33.
Yeah, I have some gray hairs.
Oh, by the way, my drum tech and longtime pal Johnny Hull is 35 years old today. So
wow.
Johnny. Yeah. I don't know when this is coming out, but Johnny is 35. I met him when he was 19.
Wow.
I know.
Anyway,
sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
That's right, Johnny.
But yeah, so I knew I wanted to tour, and I was kind of torn between LA and Nashville. So I had been listening to you on various different podcasts. I had found you maybe on the internet or something, and where people find people. And I had been listening to you, and it seemed like you had kind of a little bit of your feet. I mean, definitely your feet in Nashville, but that was like really when you were like kind of split between both. And I was like, I saw that you were doing drum lessons in LA, and I was like, I can just drive down there.
I love that.
7 hours, make a little trip out of it.
Hey man, that's a massive commitment. That's cool.
And that was basically the function of that trip was, I like to sit down and play drums with you, but get your advice as far as moving to LA or Nashville.
Was it good?
It was great. Yeah. I mean, you basically convinced, I was slightly leaning Nashville. But after I kind of gave you all the information, you were like, move to Nashville. Yeah. And so that's what I did.
It's cheaper. At the time it was cheaper. Now it's crazy.
I know. Yeah.
You know what I heard? That just to be somewhat middle class in Nashville, you need $113,000.
Yeah.
A year?
A year.
Middle class?
Middle class.
The hell have I been doing?
Well, you're Jim, you're crushing it, bro. You know, you got 20 podcasts, you got multiple businesses.
It doesn't mean I'm crushing it in finances. It just means I'm, overworked. Burnt out.
Overworked and underpaid. Yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation, buddy, where you put your toes in the sand, drink in the hand?
Oh my goodness. I mean, the last one that comes to mind is when we went for our 20th anniversary to the Keys. That was 2021.
Okay, so you are due. That's 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you take vacations?
We've done like little mini vacations and stuff like that.
Not mini ones, like 3 or 5 day jaunts.
Yeah.
I just took a proper vacation for the first time in my life since I was 23 years old, like in February.
10 years.
I went on a cruise and it was awesome.
Yeah. What's the deal with the cruise? Did you gain 10 pounds or like?
No. I mean, maybe in
which cruise
how many, Virgin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it was so chill.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I went with my girlfriend and her family and it was the best. And that's exactly what I wanted to do was nothing.
Well, I got to say that Jonah's in the room. He's part of my team. This is
Jonah.
Rich,
what's up, man?
And then Jonah.
How you doing?
Jonah.
He's shooting some B-roll, and Jonah's a huge fan of cruises. He loves cruises.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they have different personalities. Like you say, you go Carnival. Yeah. It's just like
it's a nightmare.
It's just like families and like people pooping in the pool and all that, right? And then you go like Norwegian, and it's like a bunch of like old people like wearing bow ties at night to go watch a symphonic performance. Virgin sounds like
it's like young and kind of fun, and you can get a little bit of you can just relax. You can go out and club until 3 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, which we did, and then the boat was rocking, and my body was rocking from too many.
You really feel I guess when you get in rough seas.
What's that?
And when you get in rough seas, do you really feel it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Did you actually take any Dramamine or anything?
No, I didn't. I was considering that, but I don't think that was just exclusively because it was the boat.
It's so funny. My partner in crime there, Tully Kennedy, was the bass player on the very first Disney cruise lines. Yeah. And me and Kurt and Tully were all hired to do that thing separately without knowing about each other. So we could actually form the Three Kings like 2 years earlier. Yeah. But Tully took the job and I didn't because I was just like, I just moved to Nashville. I didn't move here to go jump on a boat.
Right.
But I don't know. Probably should have done it, but everything happens for a reason. Never done one. My parents, are thinking about doing one.
They've never been on one either?
I don't think so.
Really?
But what if the toilet breaks and you hear about the dysentery and everything?
No, yeah.
Poop cruise.
You're on a friggin' petri dish at that point.
Oh, dude.
And then people get stuck on the boats with COVID, and then whatever the new one was where the people got stuck on the boat again.
Yeah.
I was like,
jeez. Now, did you get off the boat and see the sights too?
No.
You just stayed on the boat?
No, literally, we went to Mexico. I got off the boat in the Bahamas because it was like a private beach club kind of thing. But when we went to Mexico, did not. Just hung out. Like that was the entire function of the trip was I need to not do anything for 5 days.
It's so nice to just shut off your devices and just live.
Yeah, I turned my phone off and I was
so sick of my devices. Okay, so we had a good lesson. I told you to move to Nashville.
Yes.
How long did it take before you packed up and did the thing?
That was I want to say that was summer, and by February that following year I was out.
You're a man of action.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, I want to do it, get it done.
Yeah.
Maybe it was late spring, but it was under a year from the time that we talked to the time that I moved to Nashville.
So hopefully I was encouraging when you moved to town. I was like, hey man, go here, do this, don't do that. Hopefully I just didn't be like, good luck, kid. You know?
I think that what you spoke to, the difference is, I remember one thing specifically that you said was, unless you have a Rolodex, which I had to probably look up what a Rolodex was, full of names,
yes.
In Los Angeles,
don't
move to LA.
Yeah.
Or you didn't say don't move to LA, but what you were more alluding to was that I had a lot of friends that were moving to Nashville. Yes.
Strength in numbers. Yeah.
Yes. And so he was like, it's such a community based town and like you can kind of get your foot in the door in like any respect. Oh, I just lost my vocal.
Yeah,
my
Jim, we lost our volume.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's kind of where, could you just turn it up just a little bit? It's like,
look at that. State of the art.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so where was I? I don't know.
Oh yeah, you moved to town.
Oh, you told me that you could get your foot in the door and anyone can work and that can look like very differently for a lot of different people, but so many people can make a living in Nashville doing a multitude of different things. Whereas in LA, that is somewhat true, but it's like really, really hard and really gate kept. And so that's kind of the main thing.
It's just so spread out.
Yes,
it's like a gigantic 30 million person suburb.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing: is it still the same with LA now? With like, what is it? Like a quarter of the state moved out. I mean,
much?
No, not that much because there's also been a bunch of people that have moved in too.
They've moved in, and some of them are moving back.
Yes,
because we're getting like little California developing here in Middle Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of when you move out there, or the entertainment industry seems to be migrating east, and I would imagine that at some point Nashville is going to be somewhat of a hub, probably for music and television movies, because Atlanta area of Georgia became like a hub for movies.
And then it faded.
Did it fade?
It faded
because Marvel did a lot of their movies out of Georgia.
2 years ago, we did our tour rehearsal at this entertainment compound where bands rehearse, but they also shoot giant Marvel like green screen films, and they're right over there is where Scarlett Johansson lived for 6 months. We're like right there. I'm like, wow. And then I heard that it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
But that'd be great if the entertainment, if like film came here, because I'll be delightfully, late 60s by the time that happens.
Yeah.
Good character roles come up in that age.
Yeah. So you're here, and I love it.
I love Nashville.
Go back to our bookmark of the drum lab, because you own the music lab, so we'll get into all that. But there was originally Mike Johnston's drum lab based out of Sacramento. He's one of the first adopters, successful guys doing online education.
Yep.
And you were one of his guys.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of like his guy once removed, because Serge Lysack, who's the brand owner of Music Lab.
Serge, what's up?
Love you, Serge. And Mike, love you too. He was an employee and student of Mike's, and Mike ended up selling Serge the school. So Mike had built this really cool cult drum culture inside of Sacramento, of all places. Yeah. And it's crazy because you still feel it in Sacramento to this day. Monster drummers in Sacramento, and the culture of drummers in that town is so random because it's not a huge music city, but there's so many monsters there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing players. And Mike is, in my opinion, largely responsible for that. And other drummers. I mean, you have Eric Moore and
Eric lives there?
Yeah, so many other guys that are from there. I think Eric's in like Vegas now, but lots of guys like that kind of like came up in that scene. But Serge was my drum instructor after Mike had sold it and stuff. So it's like that 1 degree of separation.
Yes.
So it was still drum lab. And then after I got off the road playing in my Screamo band and stuff, I begged him my drum instructor, Serge, to let me have a job, and just kept begging him over and over again, even though I was probably underqualified. And then he finally let me teach there. And I ended up having like 40, 50 students and was teaching there full time. So
you're cutting your teeth learning how to effectively communicate, make assignments, quality control, dealing with parents, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, got super into, like, honestly fell in love with education. Didn't have like many drum instructors growing up. I was largely self-taught. I had like guy in the neighborhood and then some random other drum instruction. Did school band a bit as well. But
you're a total natural,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have to like fight for every note that I play. Yeah. Like I have to like really earn it. I don't feel like I'm one of those guys that sits down at the kit and it's just like, it just flows out of me. I feel like I really have to work at it.
I need a song.
Yeah. And
I'm better with a song. Give me a song.
Yeah. And I tell my students that all the time. Is like, there's so many different avenues to get to being a good drummer. You don't have to be naturally talented. Parents are always like, well, I'm not sure if he's naturally talented. I'm like, well, does he have the ability to practice and work and get good at something like everybody else does?
Dude.
Your starting place does not have to. Some people do have that starting place or the ability to learn quicker.
Yeah.
But take it from me, you can be bad at drums at the beginning and feel like you struggle with the learning process and still get to a place where you're a professional musician.
Hard work and perseverance. It's interesting that you bring that up because, years ago during the pandemic, we had Thomas Lang on and he was like, there's no such thing as talent. It was very controversial. Yeah. It was like, well, no such thing as talent. He's like, no, it's about the work and the follow through and the discipline and the showing up and all that. But come on, Thomas. I mean,
we pushed back on
talent.
Dude, you have talent, bro.
Talent can only carry you so far. What's that quote? I know the quote. It's one of my favorite quotes. Nothing can.
Oh, the Calvin Coolidge.
Yes, you know it. Nothing can take
Jim,
the place
can you
of hard
look
work.
that up for us? The one nothing can. So we nail it. Nothing in the world can take the place of
hard work. Talent cannot. Yeah, you got to look it up.
It's also like
because it's so beautifully said.
Yeah,
that's something you could definitely. That's a good tattoo, or that's
my dad used to have it up
on the refrigerator,
right outside my door.
Perfect.
And I didn't even know it because then Serge Lysack told me that quote, and I called my dad one day. I was like, my drum instructor told me the craziest quote. He's like, Ben, that was outside your door. Growing up, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
So does your parents got to be proud.
Yes.
You're a business owner and you're playing music professionally in one of the hottest markets.
Yeah, I think from both respects, because my parents are divorced, and I think from both sides of it, my dad is he's an aeronautical engineer, he's a pilot, just retired, and my mom is she's also in education, or she's also retired now. She was in special education and all that.
A lot of patience.
So yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And I think from my dad's perspective, he was like all about like me getting a good education and all of that kind of stuff. And my mom just like didn't really understand why I wanted to like practice in the garage and play double bass pedal at the time. And which I can't play anymore. But yeah, I think both of them kind of landed in that spot where simultaneously they were like, dang, you are doing the things that you are saying that you're going to do. You know, it's like actually happening for you, both being in a band or teaching or moving to Nashville or starting a business. It's like I kind of just come up with these ideas and then
how long
find
after
a way
you
to
moved
make
to
it work.
Nashville did you start the business?
Oh gosh,
was it out of necessity or did you?
Yes,
pandemic, right?
It was out of it was out of me crashing out, as the kids would say. Yeah, I had 60 tour dates canceled. The studio that I was teaching at, World Music Nashville, shout out.
World Music Nashville,
they closed, and just really had basically absolutely nothing in the way of work, and was like, well, I guess I could just maybe go apply for another place in town, and just woke up one day and I was like, that really sounds like soul crushing. That like sounds like starting over completely. What if I just started my own? So then the next day or that same day, I picked up the phone and called Serge.
Brilliant.
And was like, hey, I'm thinking about opening a music lab out here. Like, and I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? And he was like, yes. And we worked together and he helped me. And
seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah. That's the kind of guy that he is.
You want to do this? We could do this.
Yeah.
This is where we need to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you have an amazing location.
Mm-hmm.
How many teachers do you have now?
15.
And they're teaching piano, bass, guitar, drums, ukulele.
Yep. Violin, viola.
Wow.
All kinds of percussion, trumpet, songwriting, Ableton, production. I'm sure
that's amazing that all goes on there because it's a great location, but the building doesn't look that big that you can have 15 teachers going at all at the same time.
Yeah, we have, they don't all go at the same time. We have 12 classrooms in total.
Yeah.
So, but that's spread out throughout the week. So, you know, there's a good couple days where every single room is full, and then some it's like 4 rooms are full.
So
or
scheduling is
7 rooms
paramount.
Oh yeah, it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
That is the hardest part. I always talk about our friend, Brian O'Connell, who's the head of Live Nation, country, and I'm assuming the hardest part of his year is saying like, all right, Zach Brown Band and Jason and Carrie Underwood and all these characters that make up country music all have to go to the Mohegan Sun at some point this year and then doing this Tetris and putting that schedule together.
Yeah.
But you have a manager now, right?
Yep. Jonathan Witham, shout out.
What's up?
Yeah.
How many people work for it? Are the teachers subcontractors?
Independent contractors. Yep.
Gotcha.
I like that.
And
So-
how big is the facility?
It's like I literally just had to answer this because I redid my insurance and I've already forgotten. It's like 3,200, 3,500 square feet, I think.
Average size of a house here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And
It's right
again-
across from the Brentwood Skate Center on the
Yeah.
other side of the highway.
Yep.
Not inexpensive rent, I would imagine.
No, it is not.
No.
No, it is not.
That location is great.
It is.
Because, I mean, let's face it. You might as well go to the watering hole. Let's go to the most affluent section of Middle Tennessee, Nashville. Parents are like, hey, this kid wants to play the drums. And you're like, bada bing.
Yeah. And that's what was kind of part of why I was so attracted to that space in general was the location of it being in Brentwood, accessible to Williamson, but we're also right next to Davidson County as well. So we get students coming in from Nashville, we get students coming in from Bellevue, we get students coming in even as far as Mount Juliet or even Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Like, so we get a lot of students from all over.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How long did it take to find that spot? Did you have to go shopping for spots?
Yes. And that was an interesting process just because we had, what do they call them? Commercial real estate agent.
commercial
And they
realtor,
all want to push you in different directions and stuff. But we got, so we went through a couple actually, and we found this lady and she connected us because I don't know if I've even told you this, but I bought an existing music school that was going out of business. Or not going out of business, I shouldn't say that, but
What was the
they
name
were
of it?
about done. Like the owners were about done with owning it, I should say.
You remember the name? Because it was almost like a children's music
Jan
school.
Williams School of Music.
Yes.
Yep.
My kids went there.
Yep.
Wow.
Music Lab Nashville,
So
baby.
you
That's
absorbed
us.
their clients.
Yep. We absorbed their clients and then we absorbed some of their staff as well.
So did you have to come up with capital to pay for, did they sell you their business
Oh,
in a
when
way?
I tell you I spent every dollar that I did not have,
Right.
I'm telling you I went all in.
Well,
like
that's-
I was like, I am screwed. I have no gigs, no job, nothing. I'm just going to double down on bankruptcy. Like I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
And
Bootstrap it.
oh my gosh. Yeah. I do not recommend anybody start a business in the way that I started my business.
So it was like
not good.
do or die. We're doing this,
Yes.
and I have got to pay off this debt.
Yep.
So we can start making a profit. Now at this point,
Yep. Yeah. Now we're making a profit.
That's
Yep.
good debt.
Yeah.
It
is.
It's healthy debt.
It's a little bit chaotic.
SBA
There's better
loan or,
ways to do it, but
Was
what's that?
SBA loan?
SBA. And I borrowed money from friends. I put everything on credit cards. I took out, SBA loan. I did, you name it. I literally, I had so many people and things that I owed. It was crazy.
I'm sorry. This is the stuff I geek out on.
Jim loves the business
business
cycle.
conversations.
Yeah.
That's good.
Was there, if you don't mind me asking, her roster, was it substantial, like hundreds of customers, clients, that kind of thing? Or?
No, it was not.
Oh, really?
It was, I want to say they said it was 70, but the difference between what 70 students and the difference between what I consider 70 students and what they considered 70 students is different.
Yeah.
In the sense that I would consider 70 recurring students like month to month paying full tuition and stuff. They had a lot of sibling deals. They had a lot of people that were taking every other week. They had people that when the moon was in a certain position in the sky, they got $40 off.
You need to honor those.
Yes. I tried to integrate our thing that we were doing while respecting what had been done there, because Jan Williams has been there for a very long time. And they had a very diehard clientele.
Well, a lot of it was geared towards small children, like under a certain age, correct?
Yes, that is true. But then they also had some of the best output of especially piano players I have seen.
Really?
I mean, like these savant level children, like some of the instructors that they had there, some of which are still with us to this day, incredible education coming out there. So I don't want anything to come off as like knocking Jan Williams School of Music, because I respect them and the previous owners. They also they helped me in the process, because I didn't know how to own a music school.
Yeah.
And so it took a lot of work and learning on myself. It took Serge Lysack. It took the previous owners like wanting to see their business, yes, transform and pass hands, but then also succeed beyond that. So
yeah,
it was a collaborative effort.
2020.
Mm-hmm.
So how long did it take for you to realize I've got something here?
This was 2021, by the way, when we started.
Oh, I thought it was during the pandemic.
Early.
Second year.
Second year. Yeah.
Like when you knew that you had, like, I always have a philosophy that it takes I have my own podcast. We talk to business owners, and it's usually about a 5-year window. And it's at that 5th year that like, either I'm going to throw in the towel or I know we've got traction.
Yeah.
Is that like right about now? It would seem that you'd probably have that revelation. Right?
Year 3. Year 3
Really?
for me was pretty integral because we started hitting a lot of financial markers that I wanted to hit.
Good for you.
You're
ahead of the curve.
Yeah. And I don't know. It grew in a way that was always upwards.
Slow but steady.
Yeah. Exactly.
And win the race.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And like, there's been adversity and all of that, but yeah, I'd say probably year 3 was when I was like, less out of like panic mode of like, gosh, we just gotta like move money around, figure it out.
And dude, and this is, don't take this the wrong way. 2 to 3 years to someone your age is like a lifetime.
Yes.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, as we get older, I have a joke. I said, life is a lot like toilet paper. The more you get to the end, the faster it goes.
Oh, it's going so fast.
Right?
Yeah.
But I mean, 2 to 3 years for us is like that.
Right.
But I mean, when you're in it every day and you have no idea what the outcome's going to be, it's
Right.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Our first lease was 3 years long. And at the end of that, I was like, felt comfortable enough. And so I signed a 10-year lease
Wow.
for my next lease.
Look at you.
Nice.
So
I'm going to be here.
Yep. So that was kind of like, I was like,
You commit.
I was 31 at the time. And I was like, I could see myself doing this till at least 41.
Especially you got it to the point now where you have, I'm sure, systems and processes and you have a manager. And so now you're out, on the road with your, Sophia Scotts and your Just Janes and you're just like, money's coming in.
Yes.
And that's
nice.
the American dream is to have mailbox money, right? I mean, and the culture is great, so fun. I mean, you had me in last year.
Yeah.
At the end of last year, it was so fun. We did a little masterclass clinic hang, it was well attended, so fun, great questions. The kids got up and played.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
It was such a cool,
He had to say yes, of course, because I bugged him. I was like, hey,
can
I come by and do the thing,
I felt like it was such a
creep
cool,
out on him.
Yeah.
a cool little full circle moment, kind of as is this.
It really was.
In a way where it's like having you in at the music school that I opened in Nashville years and years after we had a conversation about me moving to Nashville.
Yeah.
And you were instrumental in that.
Wow, just give it time, man.
So-
It's just time and then showing up.
Yeah.
Having purpose, having the persistence.
And that's one of my big things with the school and with playing, and that's one of the things I respect about you a lot is just the investment and like pouring into people and then seeing where those people goes, because if it wasn't for Mike Johnston or Serge Lysack or you or, hopefully me opening the school one day, it's like, you never know where people are going to land, you know? So.
If you're listening to this podcast, it means you're already looking to improve your drumming. Why not level it up in person with me when you book a one-on-one day drum intensive? Drummers from around the world have traveled to Nashville to study with me. We cover subjects like reading, rudiments, technique, hand development, charting, the Nashville number system, styles, percussion, music biz insider info, career development, positive mindset, and much more. Of course, we address all of your questions, and my deep curriculum has helped players of all kinds move the ball down the field to be closer to their goals, even getting accepted to college music programs, moving to that dream music town, getting gigs, and keeping them. Find out more about my one-on-one day drum-tensive. Go to drumtensive.com, drumtensive.com, drumtensive.com.
Every great podcast starts with an idea, but turning that idea into a professional show, that's where we come in. At it'syourshow.co, we specialize in the highest quality podcast production and short-form video content. Record your show in our fully equipped studio Or if you need us to come to you, we'll bring the studio experience wherever you are. We could even help you build your own. With it'syourshow.co, you're working with an award-winning team who's been creating content pretty much since 1997. So whether you're a business, creator, entrepreneur, or storyteller, we make the production process simple so you can focus on what matters most, your show. Take advantage of our summer special and lay out your messaging starting at only $97 an hour. It's your show with our expertise.
Let's brag on Mike Johnston. Like, great player,
let's
great
talk about
educator.
Mike.
We've done events, you know, it's like those kind of wood stick things where like it's fundraising events. And it's like Kenny and Todd Zuckerman and Mike and, you know, Mike DeRozier from Heart, and who else was there? JP Bouvet. You know, we're just all hanging. And, you know, Mike, he's great. He's a great teacher. And, you know, he's. How many people are subscribed to Mike's lessons?
I feel like I used to know because my buddy worked for him.
But it's a lot.
It's a lot. And if you do the math on like how many of those people are and how much it's like
the monthly
$35 a month.
It's like a gym membership.
It's
like,
a lot.
It's like 70.
It's a lot.
What is it? 110 cents a day or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember we had Johnny Rabb over the house back in 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out about Mike Johnston. And he had done something with Mike back in the day.
Yeah.
And I had never heard of him. He's doing this thing where it's like Mike'sLessons.com. And he says, he showed me the numbers and it was staggering back then.
Yeah.
That's why he's got those fast cars.
Not to mention, I know he's so funny because he's always got something that he's like hyper specifically into.
Yeah.
It's like he's into his car and then he's into his watch and then he's into matcha and then he's into photography and videography.
Matcha and snare drum night.
Yeah, exactly. See, even he's so good at like a brand. Like he will be like, this is the thing I'm putting out into the world. And then every person knows about it, you know?
And it's so interesting that you can do a business using the internet.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go ride a tour bus. I love it. I'm a troubadour, but I think he went out with like Filter or something for a little while.
Yeah, he was in like a hard rock kind of band from Sacramento and just didn't like it.
Yes.
Like he literally, and that's the thing I respect about him, especially as an educator. Is like he's not like, well, I'm an educator because I want to pay my bills, but really my dream is to tour. You know,
he's like, I don't like touring.
Session. Yeah. He's like, I like educating. Like that's like my dream arena gig, Rich Redmond swinging for the fences type thing. His is sitting one-on-one with somebody in a room or doing a drum clinic or doing one of his drum camps, which those are freaking awesome as well. So, and I respect that a lot. And I've tried to apply that to my own philosophy because that is not me. I only want to teach forever. But what I've kind of adapted my own version of that is like, I don't want to teach for my career, but I want to teach throughout my entire career.
Yes.
And I would imagine that you would probably
That's the same
resonate
philosophy.
with that as well. You know,
I want to teach throughout my career.
Yeah.
Yes. It's an arm of the of the tree, a branch.
Yeah.
You know,
and I think it's a valuable one. Like me, I'm not personally teaching right now because I'm so focused on owning the business and running the business and touring and whatever. But it's always
who are you touring with now, bud?
Just Jane.
Just Jane.
Just Jane.
Is it one girl, couple girls?
It's 3 girls. Yeah, I always say just Jane, and they're like, Jane who?
Well, but remember, is this related to Runaway Jane? Did they change their name?
Runaway June. Is the act that you're thinking of. No. They're like a 3-piece girl group. Taylor Edwards, Rachel Wiggins, and Julian Steele.
None of the girls are named Jane.
She's gonna kill me for not.
Yeah.
What's that?
None of the girls. Are named Jane.
It's like almost like a combination of the 3 of their names,
gotcha.
though. I guess, but they're awesome. I'm so excited to be playing with them. I kind of got in on the ground floor with them. Like I'd played for one of them before, and I heard from a producer friend, Josh Kerr. Do you know who Josh Kerr is?
I should.
Big producer.
Yeah.
Like he's working with like Thomas Rhett and Russell Dickerson, lots of those kind of guys. I play hockey with him, and he was like, I'm a big hockey player.
This is how you get gigs. You got to golf course. Cigars.
Hockey rink.
Hockey.
Mentally ill, 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night. beer league hockey. That's how you get gigs in Nashville.
Bloody noses.
Just
that's the thing is that like in a sport like that, my goodness,
it's bloody, man.
But I mean, you're wearing the gloves and stuff like that, so there's protection.
Yeah, I'm a big hockey guy. Yeah, but he told me about Just Jane forming because he was writing with them and producing some of their songs. So I immediately texted Taylor, one of the girls in the group, and I was like, can I play drums? She was like, I was just going to text you and see if you could do CMA Fest with us. And that was a couple years ago now. Yeah. And it's been like a building process with them because they were like literally a baby band, but it's been awesome, especially this past year has been so rewarding. So
you're not afraid to get in on the ground level. And that's what I tell everybody. That's what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. You're looking for something you could build from the ground up. When we were doing, the Aldine thing, it was like, demo sessions and showcases and then opening up for everyone and then literally showering at YMCAs and stuff. So that's cool. You're not afraid to do that.
Yeah, no, I prefer it. Yeah. I prefer it. I love I don't know, and this could go back to like the music school or education thing. I love just like partnering with people and like being as much of an asset to the group as I can. And, especially with the skills that I've learned since being in Nashville and doing the tracks with Ableton and, having a rehearsal space at Music Lab, all that. It's like I can offer multiple things to the artists that I play for. And just try and be slightly more valuable than just guy who shows up and plays drums and then it's like, hey, can you pay me $500 for this gig? You know?
Yeah.
Which is,
you're bringing a lot to the table.
Yeah.
It's kind of, Jim, it's kind of like back in the day when they're like, well, how'd you get this drummer? He owns the PA.
Yeah. Literally. That's kind of how you got the singer.
That's, that's literally, that's me.
Let me ask, especially now that we're seeing all the videos coming out from the Rush tour, Annika sitting in the professor's seat.
Yeah, man. She's been getting glowing reviews.
Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys see like when she pulled off like on the first night, the roundhouse fill from Tom Sawyer and that whole section?
I did not. I didn't even know that she was playing with them.
Oh,
but
really?
I love her. She's a really, really good drummer.
Drummer. When they announced it, it was like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah. I mean, hearing it now.
When she pulled off that fill, that iconic fill, you could almost hear like the audience release a sigh of relief. And then they cheered her. And then you could see a big old smile on her face that, she heard it and everything.
Even the opening night.
Night.
Oh, I got some chills because that would be so good to
watch those videos. They're all over the Facebook and YouTube. But I'm asking, are you seeing, I'd be curious to see if you're going to have a lot more girls come out of the woodwork wanting to play drums.
God, I think so.
I would love that.
Me too.
I would love that. I
think it'd be fantastic.
I love teaching girls. Like, I love it so much. I think that the way that maybe it's the way that I communicate information. Maybe that's because I have 5 sisters and no brothers. But oh my gosh, when it's like, be a little girl or a teenager in a lesson room, it's such a vibe. They pick up information in such a way, and they're so like practically oriented, and they don't possess a lot of that male chaos that the 8-year-old boys.
Interesting.
They're not throwing their drumsticks against the walls.
Oh my
God. I would love to see more girl drummers because they're so undervalued. And like even here in Nashville, like drummers, like female drummers that come to mind, like Molly Rose. She's one of my favorite female drummers.
Yeah, I met her through Musicians Institute. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And there's so few of them, and
Sarah Tomek.
Yeah, they all crush because there's so few that they like have this amazing open lane for them.
Yeah,
and not to say that they crush because they're girls, because they would do amazing even if that was not a factor. But there is a market. People want. I know artists who are like want female drummers. And there's so limited supply.
Yeah.
So there should be.
If you're a female drummer, you can move to Nashville.
Please do.
I think there's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
That's going to come about. And Annika is she's going to be one of the giants on the shoulders that they stand.
No, I completely agree.
Speaking of that, we're talking about Mike Johnston.
Yeah.
I would say that he probably was a big inspiration to what now has become Drumeo in a way. A lot of the same things, but he was one of the first people, one of the voices in the wilderness, so to speak.
Well, and also Drum Channel. Yeah. I remember looking at the beta testing version of Drum Channel in 2009. Mm-hmm. 2008 even,
Wasn't that a DW thing though?
It's Don Lombardi's baby,
Yeah.
And there's so much content on that.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting how the public will resonate towards what they resonate towards,
Why don't we do that?
What's that?
online drum content.
Yeah,
because it's pretty saturated
we've talked about
now.
it before.
Full-time job.
It is, and like as long as there are the Drumios and the Mike Johnstons of the world, like
How do you compete with that?
You're
juggernaut?
not going to be.
I'll tell you how you compete with it.
Yeah.
Okay. In marketing, if you can't be first in a category, you got to create a category in which you can be first. So you got to figure out what the angle is.
Yeah.
It's really smart.
We've talked about it before, more on the business side of music, which doesn't get talked about that much. They talk about the practicality, the performance aspect of it, the practice, the technique, all those things.
Yeah.
And, let's learn how to read music. No, what about the business side of it? You know what I mean? How do you actually conduct oneself? How do you build a business? Yeah. How do you get to a music city and start spreading your seed?
I think you could teach that one day, though.
I don't know, man.
It's a cup of coffee. I'm still doing that.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, you want to go get coffee after this?
I said I wrote a book. I wrote the Nashville book, but so I wouldn't have to go do all the coffee. But the thing is I like it. I like the coffee. I like people. You know what I mean? So it's no skin off my back. But
you're a legacy guy, though.
I'm becoming that age, legacy. But we're gonna, Ethan Harb is coming on tomorrow, right? So Ethan's coming on. The funny thing is he's putting out amazing content, but he's got that. I don't know if he's a millennial. He's
might probably my age. I'm a
Are you a millennial? Anyone up to age 35 at this point is a millennial, right?
No.
So, yeah.
Okay, so he's
older than that, I think.
Millennial starts around 83, 84.
Yeah.
But he's got great video editing skills where he's like taking cartoon characters and little like excerpts from films with like Will Ferrell and shit and putting them into his videos, and it's like it makes it very compelling.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'm sure I could just get on iMovie and go, you can do this, Rich, and then a week later, I'm just not good at it. He's great at it.
Well, we all can make excuses, but whatever.
No, I'm totally making excuses. I'm just more at the point where like I don't know. I would like to be on social media less, so that when I just like here it is, here's my clinic. Come up if you want. Come if you want.
Yeah.
But me like superimposing Will Ferrell and these guys in my content, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
And and it's like that's the thing that if anybody ever asks me for advice, you don't have to be Ethan because Ethan is popping off on the internet and has 300,000 followers or whatever that he has now. Yeah. You don't have to be him just because that's what you're seeing. You can be you, and probably that's what's more valuable.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you were like, I'm going to be the Ableton guy now.
That's a lot of competition.
Yeah. It's like, Rich, you literally play stadiums, like doing you, but you don't have to be somebody else just because that's what you're seeing on the internet right now,
Well, that's a kind of a funny video idea now that you mention it. Here's how you play stadiums. And make it really simple. All you have to do is spend 7 years of your life finding an artist who's going to make it.
Yeah. That's right.
That's it. And that's all you have to do.
Really easy.
And it's an overnight success for me.
I just hope that they're loyal. Yeah. And, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things working against us.
Well, that's the funny aspect of it. That's, all you got to do is this. That's all it's that easy, guys.
Totally.
Buy my course.
Buy my course.
Right. Download my course. I've got a course on how to play stadiums.
Give me your credit card information.
You could be playing stadiums in 30 days with my course.
That's right.
And that's
a promise.
You could be doing it, but you probably won't.
Right. Could is the magic word.
Rich promised me I would be playing stadiums immediately in Nashville.
No, he did not.
That's tough.
Talk to the attorneys.
Where are
he
my
did not.
stadiums?
Show us where Rich promised you. He said that.
Let's litigate this right now on this
podcast.
podcast.
God, litigation. Oh God, it makes me so nervous. So
Well, real quick side note here. We talked about content. We talked about Ethan Harb. There's a lot of really cool things that we binge that stop the scroll. Other than drum content, what's been your latest stop the scroll thing? What do you like watching?
What do I like
Hockey.
watching?
San Jose Sharks.
Baby.
Dude.
I'm a huge San Jose Sharks fan. Like that's for me, especially with my mental health and how I run myself into the ground. I have to find things that are not music. Like that's like for me is like getting out of that space gives me so much energy.
Are they putting out short form content of sorts?
Oh yeah,
really?
hockey content. It's like you can watch a 12-year-old doing the most insane stick tricks, flipping the puck up, spinning his stick. Like you can watch, Macklin Celebrini on the Sharks, like a reel of him scoring all these insane goals,
compilations,
tutorials. all of that stuff. I mean, I love hockey. I also, you know what my latest obsession is Legos.
Yeah.
I'm back on the Lego wave.
Dude, you opened up Pandora's box,
Dude,
bro.
I'm on the Lego wave, and it's not good for me financially. I'll tell you
It's
that.
completely not good. It's so
dude,
expensive.
It's so
Is it really?
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
So
dude.
what, is it a thing where you buy a kit? You're like, I want to buy an X-Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you buy the kit.
I just bought the tower from Lord of the Rings, the ISR.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My business partner's a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So
The
Frodo.
Frodo.
Yep.
They call him Frodo.
They call him Frodo.
Yeah.
Rich, what are you binging? What's stopping your scroll these days?
What do I follow on the gram other than drums? So there's drums.
Other than my clips that I put out for my
drums, fitness, fit foods, and then motivational mental advice. So
Really?
mind, body, nutrition.
But you don't have any guilty pleasure like the ice cream version of that.
Well, for me,
Are you still watching Primal?
I love Primal. There is a new season. It doesn't have the panache of
There's a new
season, but it doesn't have the panache of the first season. It's an animated series about a caveman and a T-Rex who become best friends.
really?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
That sounds almost
It's
as
kinda
childish
fun.
as Legos.
It's from Adult Swim.
Really?
It's an Adult Swim
Oh,
thing,
okay,
you know?
okay.
But anyways, everybody that really, really knows me knows that I love horror films, A level, B level, C level. And they're just so fun. And it's like, literally, I have nothing left on Hulu to watch in the horror category. I've watched them all.
Right.
Right. So, I like horror films. I'll go into my man cave and, have a little bourbon and turn on my Amsterdam red light and sit on my leather couch and watch a scary film. It takes me away.
I just watched I Know What You Did Last Summer for the first time.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Remake?
The original.
Oh, the original with
They
What is
Campbell.
her name? I
What's
just
her
saw it in
name?
the credits. I'm so
yeah.
bad with actors and stuff. Like
Jennifer
Love you.
Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
She was a huge Journey fan.
Yeah.
It really
She loves Journey.
Really?
Yeah.
interesting.
Have you guys seen the videos of the guys removing beaver dams?
Oh, it's like
Yes.
because people like watching things get
Satisfaction.
unplugged.
Yes.
It's like it's
unclogging.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, that I will sit
It's
there
a
and
weird
watch.
fetish,
It is absolutely flipping weird.
Yeah.
The other one that comes to mind is the guy who mows the lawns. Have you seen that guy?
Yes, I
SB
love,
mowing?
and those are so wholesome too because
Yeah.
it's like
He's
there's
helping
always a
somebody out.
good like wholesome
Oh,
story
but it's-
behind it.
oh, it's like the rundown
Yeah.
Yes.
property in the neighborhood.
Overgrown.
Yeah,
you
those
know.
are
That's
sweet.
cool,
Those
man.
are sweet.
But it's so satisfying to watch.
It really is.
Yeah.
I watched that guy one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is crushing it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not taking on any more lawn jobs. I actually looked at his website. He's got brand deals. He's got monetization from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the things.
Yeah.
That's how he makes his living.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
What an
It's
interesting
crazy.
way to make your
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
dude crazy. And then, are you doing any reading? Because some people do the Kindle.
Mhm.
It's not a physical book, but on the
Yeah.
Kindle, and some people do the audio books.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So for me, when I'm traveling, I do an insane amount of consumption of podcasts. You
Yeah.
know, I'm listening to Brad Lee. I'm listening to Bob Lefsett's podcast. I'm listening to all my other drum brethrens, the Drummers Resource, the Working Drummers, the Nashville Drummers. Like we've got a
Shout
million
out
podcasts.
Nashville Drummer
I know. I
Podcast.
watched that on
Love-
there just to learn about the
those
sharks
guys.
and stuff. I always watch
Yeah.
one other episode,
Yeah.
out there to see the thing,
Yeah.
But it's a lot to consume. But as far as books, I still like to read them
Mhm.
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah. I'm not a reader.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I am not.
Are you a listener?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to
I have to do
a
that.
lot of hockey podcasts.
Yeah.
I used to listen to a lot of political podcasts, but not so much anymore. I'm like,
Did you watch that? It's a documentary on Netflix called Untold Crime and Penalties.
really?
Yeah, it's about Danbury, Connecticut, where I'm from.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They once had a hockey team called the Trashers,
Yes.
run by Jimmy Galante.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jimmy
Familiar.
Galante, rumor has it that Tony Soprano was modeled after him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's,
there's a whole story there.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's a cool watch.
Yeah.
I strongly advise that you guys watch it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, Suggest,
awesome.
not advise.
Hey man, you know, on all these shows, since it's not basic cable, it's not network, it's not basic cable, it's just streaming services. The rules are gone. Sex scenes now are crazy.
They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like worse than Skinamax.
Especially HBO. It's like
whoa, dude.
Are you guys like noticing an uptick in man junk? I mean, it seems that like there's freaking hog heaven.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
A lot of full frontal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa, I didn't expect that.
Right.
Right up to the line without crossing it, baby.
That was like even in Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Jason Segel. He did full frontal in that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah. As a guy, I would say as a woman, it's like, I didn't need to see that.
I wonder if women like that.
You know what's funny about that? Yes, Rich is probably the answer.
Yeah.
Depends on the guy, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was just on a flight and the guy was watching that on the biggest iPad I've ever seen in my life, like across. And I look over and it was that scene. It's so funny that you mentioned that. Just him like bent over, like crying because she's breaking up with him.
That is such a great film.
That is such a good, and Get Him to the Greek as well is a great one as well.
So good.
But I think Russell Brand got canceled, so rip.
Well, hey, Russell Brand he's got like a serious podcast and then he had something that he was promoting, Become a Christian in 7 days or something like that, or 7 minutes or something. I forget what it is, but
he found God.
He did. He totally did. So, hey, who were your influences? Who were the big drummers that were like when you were picking up the sticks?
Yeah. So it's definitely shifted over there. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, guys, let's shake it up.
There you go.
Which does sound different than just the Mucus, the Mucus DM extended release, which is the off the shelf.
Yeah, when I walked in, that's what
the
he
fake
was,
brand.
He was laying down a sample there,
Yeah.
That'll be $500. Thanks. My influences growing up. First time I was ever like, hell yeah, can I say hell on this?
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah, I wanna play drums. I convinced my mom to let me go to the American Idiot World Tour Green Day tour 2005. I think I was in 4th or 5th grade.
Very cool.
Yep. Went and I made my way up to the front of the mosh pit. Almost died. Crazy. That was when I was like watching him play drums. I was like, I want to be that guy. I want to be in a band and have spiky hair.
Yeah.
And be really cool like that. And so that was kind of my thing growing up. But then I got kind of shifted from that, like kind of, what would you call that? Like alternative punk kind of scene.
It's like pop punk.
Yes, pop punk. Yeah.
Everyone said, you guys are selling out, but that American Idiot, Rob Cavallo, what a drum sound.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That album and that Jesus of Suburbia song where it's like 9 minutes long and like just from the drum perspective, like where that song goes is is sick.
Yeah,
sick. I played.
Well,
that
I
whole
learned
thing.
about him from Dookie. Yeah. I had Dookie on cassette.
Yeah. I mean, that album's great too. But that was a little bit before I was like musically waking up to the world when I found out about Green Day.
Yeah.
I probably found out about them on MTV.
Musically waking up to the world. That's a great way to put that.
That's like
that's a good finding your own music.
That's the name of the episode, bro.
Yeah, there's a science to that where
Rich called it gateway music.
Yeah,
and I've latched on to that terminology because for me it was Van Halen back in '84. So
right around between 10 and 12 years old is when kids like start to absorb music in a way that blends with their identity.
Yeah, it's my music.
Yes, it's my music. Exactly. Yeah. It's my music. It's
not my parents.
It's not my parents' music. It's not music that I hear. This music resonates to me. It's a part of me. This artist is, and that's like obviously a journey that people take throughout their entire lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Trey Cool first. Then I got into some like the like emo stuff, like My Chemical Romance. Was obsessed with Bob Breyer, their drummer.
Did he pass?
No, he's still alive.
Okay, there's somebody in one of those
him
bands
out of the band. Which I don't know why, but he's not in the band anymore. You know what? He did die, didn't he?
One of these cats died in one of these emo bands. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Bob, if you're still alive, I love you, but I think you're right.
Jim, can you fact check?
If I did, I probably
did the drummer from Chemical Romance die at some point?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Was that the same period as I Lay Dying and Panic at the Disco, or was that a different category?
Nope, that's where we're at.
Because I love Killers.
Yeah.
I love the Killers. When they came out with the record from 2005, somebody
Hot Fuss.
The best.
Yes. And that Panic at the Disco album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
Yeah.
Talk about drums. I mean, like, I was like, this is like orchestral
rock.
It was insane. I wish that band would have not done what they did with their sound after that.
Bob Breyer, 2004 to 2010.
Did he die?
He died in 2024.
See, what the heck, man?
I remember that.
That's horrible.
He left the band in 2010 because of wrist injuries.
And
creative differences.
Yeah,
drummers, you got to warm up. You got to warm up, guys. You got to do your singles and your doubles before that show.
Yeah.
Do you do that? Do you warm up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. I have a Mike Johnston.
Those are nice. Little routine.
Nice.
Yeah,
is it like paradiddles alternating?
2 paradiddles and a paradiddle.
Paradiddle diddles.
Mm-hmm. You can, fun fact, people, you can take a paradiddle, a double paradiddle, and a single paradiddle, and you can put them in any order, and it will always equal 16 notes.
I think you just did a brain-a-diddle.
Oh, so dagga digga dagga digga. Say dagga digga dagga digga digga dagga digga dagga digga dagga digga digga dagga digga.
Yep, I have a whole drum lab sheet that I would give my students.
I probably need that.
Those 3 things in a row, because it's 4, 6, and 6.
And
you do the math. 12 plus 4 is 18 or 16.
It's funny.
It throws it to the other side of your body as well.
Exactly. It is. That's why I like that exercise, because it goes on both sides.
And so my version of that is I do 2 double paradiddles and a single paradiddle, and it still works out to the same math.
Yep. See, we're doing math here.
You're baking my brain right now.
As opposed to Jim would just get on the drums and go, and he'd sell it. He's got the thing, man.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I also like the 3s and 5s thing. That's fun.
Dugga 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 dugga
Oh, nice. You could add 7 in there too.
Nice.
Those will always equal an even number as well if you just keep going.
Nice.
So,
I need to take lessons again, I think.
Yeah. Come to Music Lab Nashville. All ages, all styles, all levels. Sign up for your free trial.
You guys can do a barter.
Don't go to School of Rock or Bach to Rock. Sorry, Rich Redmond and all of your
all
friends.
my friends who I literally worked with.
Sorry,
but
all
no,
your friends.
we got millions. How many people are in Nashville? There's a couple mil right now.
Yeah,
in
the metro area,
Middle Tennessee, or just Nashville Metro. A Nashville Metro. I'm saying I'm going to gander. It's probably 1.2 or 1.
Like if you're including Franklin, Hermitage, Donaldson, Hendersonville.
You might be pushing 2.
Yeah. 2.5. That's a lot of people. So there's room for you guys. School of Rock, Bach to Rock, and then the mom and pops.
The angle might be that, like, hey, I am a Californian.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people here.
Californians, man.
That is. I got booed the other night on stage because the artist that I was playing for, we were in Florida, and she was like, "Yeah,
our drummer
is from California." Enormous boos.
Yeah.
Enormous. And I was literally like, why are you booing me?
That's
They're
so
like,
Florida.
Because you're from California. I was like,
no.
Because they're coming out to all these states and
I'm like okay, but I'm not. Well, I did to Tennessee, but I'm not like the other Californians.
You did it 9 years ago. I came from Vegas, if it helps. I mean, but I'm from Connecticut, so originally.
Yeah.
What's your roster like? How is it expanded beyond Ms. Jan Williams? Are you like?
Oh yeah, we have like 200 students now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What is it?
Ish.
When you're like, what are the goals moving forward? Where do you want to be 3 years, 5 years down the road?
I want to have so many students. I did the math, and we would be bursting at the seams somewhere around the 400 some odd mark. So we can double, if not a little bit more, in size. And yeah, I want the school to be like popping off. And again, I want it to be the premier place in Nashville to take lessons, and both from a selfish place where, it's my business and I want my business to be successful and I believe in it a lot, but more so from the output that I believe in the vision I believe in the culture that we have at our school and at Music Lab as a whole. And I love our staff and I love the investment. I feel like everybody has taken a little bit of that philosophy of not teaching for
a living,
a purpose of just for a living, I feel like everybody embodies that in their own way, and the investment in the students and what the students have done, what I've seen where I've seen students go, even students that don't even take with us anymore because they've gone out into the world.
Yeah, what are some of the success stories?
Success stories. I mean, we have a lot of students that are going to Belmont and, Berkeley and gigging around town and starting their own bands and, Well,
that's terribly exciting. And then you get some of these celebrity musician dads who bring their kids in to learn that, like Danny Rader.
Love Danny. Yeah. I know. And Jude, his son. Is it bad to say his name on the podcast? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, his son is just awesome. I taught him drums for years, and he ended up taking guitar and just like his father, just a musical savant. There's an example of talent.
Yes,
somebody there. It's just like you put an instrument in their hands and just something comes out.
Oh, it's in the blood.
Easier than most. But then again, both of them work their butts off.
Yeah, Like you're the only musician in your family, right?
Yeah, my dad plays banjo, but not well. And
banjo is like such a joke, man.
He would say that.
I love that.
But my dad loves the banjo. My dad loves music, so probably all of my love for music came from my dad, as far as from in the family. But a lot of my music background is again from the self-discovery of all that.
Self-discovery, Jim.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Charlie Daniels song "Devil Went Down to Georgia." Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You brought up banjo, and my wife and I are sitting there. We may have had some gummies.
And gummy bears?
Yeah.
Or what are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah, gummy bears, sure. Harbo. And
I love the Harbos.
all of a sudden she goes, we were watching something about Steve Martin or it was the Martin Short documentary.
Good doc, yeah.
And they talked about Steve Martin, him playing the banjo. She goes, just out of nowhere, she goes, what if in the Charlie Daniels song, they weren't talking about a fiddle, but a banjo? And all of a sudden I'm like, we started dying laughing. That was like the funniest damn thing.
Oh, so instead of them going to a fiddle solo, the whole thing is...
It's just a banjo.
Amazing.
They're basically winning a golden banjo instead of a golden fiddle.
That's amazing.
But I mean, we were just dying over it.
That Steve Martin stuff was a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if some of those jokes, King Tut and all that stuff would still hold up.
Dude, The Office wouldn't be able to hold up. I mean,
it's
in terms of being like relevant or upsetting or offensive today?
The arrow through their head.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the jokes might, Well,
that's like, if you look at a movie like Airplane.
Yeah.
It still holds up.
It still holds up, but it's so not PC.
Oh, no. That's probably what makes it great.
I probably watched that. My dad, that's one of my dad's favorite movies.
Yeah.
Because Pilot, Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Airplane was, and Airplane 2 holds up. It's with William Shatner.
Yeah.
They fly to the moon.
Yeah.
William Shatner is like, just keeps going, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's like, who's the guy that just turned 100? Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah. He works out every day.
Yeah.
He can touch his toes.
Yep.
He's doing great.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing great.
That's great.
Now, one thing that I heard from one of our colleagues' podcasts is you were talking about when you prepare for a gig.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got their own little charting system that I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
You practically transcribe.
Yes.
Which means writing all the kick drum and snare drum notes, all the hi-hat openings, everything. And you write it out. But then do you put it on your iPad to compress it?
Nope.
You just...
because it's not about looking at the chart when I play it. It's like... and I still do this to this day, but that's interesting that you asked because it's actually evolved a lot since the last time that...
What's your system?
Now... I still do that, and just from a sit down and learn it perspective, I don't want to look at it when I'm playing.
Yeah.
I just feel like something about it, my brain absorbs the information.
Me too.
And then it's just with me. I don't have to look at it again.
Wow. So you do it as
I'll reference, what's that fill again?
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at it, but it's just there now.
Okay.
It's like almost become somewhat of a crutch. Because I do Ableton for artists so much and I'm building their tracks.
You're looking at the files.
I'm looking at the files and the waves.
Yes.
And so now I stopped doing that, but I'm looking at that and then listening to the whole thing, soloing the drums, listening to the whole thing, soloing the drums, and just kind of listening and watching through that way.
Yeah.
And it's become a faster way, but still just the shorthand chart thing does not work for me. I'm I should have just taken more time. And it does if I want to fake my way through it.
So if you could do the transcription, right?
Yeah.
And then so you are resisting the urge to take that transcription and to distill the most important things into a smaller, more digestible version that you could just kind of glance at. 8-bar phrase on the 8th measure, you stop on beat 2.
Yes.
You just memorize it.
Yeah. It's like, it'll just be with me. Then.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to do that. And I guess, again, I just did 6 or 7. 6, 7. You get that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that, yeah. You're like, I don't like 6, 7. I hang out with a bunch of kids at music labs, so we're all about 6, 7. But I played like a bunch of shows during CMA Fest, and there was one where I literally had to come up and make shorthand charts. So I'll do it, but if I'm granted the luxury of time, then I'm going to do it my way and do that.
Because it's interesting. There's only so many places that you can put a traditional music stand. So it's off to the left over by the hi-hat. And sometimes if I'm doing like, if you know, your vibe and your look, it doesn't have to be super presentable. You could put 1 or 2 music stands in front of you, right? Especially if it's a conductor type gig.
Yeah.
So you're pretty limited. I would never think to put it over there. Either way, you're craning your neck and it's taking you out of the entertainment factor.
Even like the down by the hi-hat.
So then the kids got the hi-hat, the iPad down by the hi-hat. Now some guys are getting super savvy and they're putting the iPad right where you would put like a Steve Gadd cowbell on the rim of the bass drum. So they've got a small iPad there. I'd be worried about whacking it.
Yeah.
To go on when it was spiddly boom, spiddly boom.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. I have seen
they're
that.
right there.
Like,
on the bass drum. And then I just saw a really famous session drummer here in town. He put his iPad above the hi-hat and snare mic and under the crash cymbal. Right? So it's just right there. He doesn't have to crane. He doesn't have to look down. It's just right there. When he's going for a crash, the iPad is right there. The only thing is it blocks the audience a little bit from seeing his pretty face. So there's no really good way to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Heads up glasses.
Heads up?
Yeah. Heads up display.
Yeah. You get the
get
Meta glasses.
Oh,
or
whoa.
the Apple glasses that they're going to drop and then have them be like.
Have it right in front of you.
So is that the thing? You could put things.
Yeah. Like Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
Tony Stark.
All that.
Because I was
augmented reality.
I was going to go buy some of those Metas, and because all the kids are, you know, wearing them and on their, you know.
Oh, yeah.
On their gigs.
Or is that happening where they're actually doing first person POV?
Oh yeah,
drumming.
Really? I've yet to see
Ethan does
those.
a lot of that too.
See, he's doing it all. He's doing
I think
like
he has a GoPro on his chest.
He's doing like explanation videos. He's doing reaction videos. I mean, he's figured it out.
Carter Beauford did that once. They put a GoPro on his chest, and that was fascinating to watch.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Carter fan.
Harry Myrie, you know Harry, the dude. Everything's like dude. He's like a great drummer. He plays with Hardy. He's been
Oh yeah.
So
excellent drummer.
So Harry has some sort of interview that he did with Carter Beauford on YouTube. It's got tons of views.
Really?
Where he's basically like the inside the actor's studio guy. Now explain to me, you know, he does a really good interview. And anyways, if you're a Carter fan, that's a good resource.
Really?
Because he pulled up this this fill, this one measure fill that happens in this song every time. I don't know what song it is, but he's like, here's the fill that you were doing around this period of the band. And then he says, here's another fill that you were doing around this era of the band in this 4-year period. And so it's that same spot where the fill happens every time, and they're all completely different.
Oh, so he's taking the live.
Live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like in Ants Marching, it won't be that, you know, that Huerta
and
cymbal
then one year it was like split splashes.
Or just, you know, 30-second notes going down the toms.
What a great natural player, man.
Yeah. I love the drummers that like. This kind of circles back to my influences. A lot of my influences now are the drummers that like play for the pop artists. You know, your Devin Sticks Taylors of the world.
Yeah.
Aaron Spears, rest in peace. Also.
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
R.I.P.
I mean, his work with Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Like that, her live album I love to listen to. Cause it's like, so I can throw that on in like the van with the girls and just Jane and stuff. And they're vibing because it's like Ariana Grande, it's fun pop and stuff. And then you're like listening to these drums over this, like what is a very simple pop record. And it's just like
the Usher stuff that he did.
Oh my God.
Where
Caught
it's
Up
just
is crazy. Yeah. The Caught Up thing is,
dude. Just playing so in the pocket, but so there's so much going on.
And the way that he plays, it's like kind of not super gridded on those fills, and he's also beating the piss out of those drums, which I respect. you know?
That was another big loss, man.
Yeah, that was so sad. I was really sad when he passed. He was awesome. But yeah, those are some of my favorite drummers today, is like those guys.
Yeah. Guess who I'm going to see at the City Winery? He's on a nationwide tour.
Who?
Stuart Copeland is doing a sort of one-man show where there's usually an MC on stage and they ask him questions, and then he goes off on these grand stories, and then there's, you know, video screens where he can show images of his career. He's basically just talking about his career.
That's
it's at
sick.
the City Winery. Jim rocked the City Winery with this Huey Lewis tribute band. I was in the audience having my flatbread pizza and a bottle of wine.
You have a Huey Lewis tribute band.
I played with one,
Yeah.
That's so sick.
It was a lot of fun.
That's
I
awesome.
have a much deeper respect for Bill Gibson.
Bill Gibson
sure.
was on the show. What's up, Bill?
Yeah.
But no, I was there in the audience watching Jim, and that's just a fun venue because it's not too big.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna finally get to meet Stuart Copeland.
You haven't met him.
Never met him, but he was like one of the. He was my Trey
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are you nervous, like about?
No, because I'm going to go up with him and
Meeting
say, I don't know if you ever saw this video on Drumeo. I did the Stuart Copeland challenge. So I'll have it open or something and say like, because maybe he's seen it. I don't know.
I'm sure he's aware of who you are.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he, would be the type of guy that would keep up on modern country music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you transcend modern country music,
I don't know.
Rich. You are a.
I don't know what I
You
transcend.
are an
Thank you for
enterprise
telling him that.
in and of yourself.
Oh, it's
Everybody knows who you are. It doesn't even matter if you're a drummer. Everyone's like, "Oh, Rich, yeah, I know."
Dude, I
Rich.
get so much hate online. It is so fun to read the trolls.
Well,
man.
dude, like that.
but it still bothers me.
Dude, if I can gas you up for a second, Rich, and talk about ways in which I resonate with you, or you have resonated with me over the years, is when I told people in my circle, my friends, my drummer peers and
Inner
stuff,
circle, yeah.
I was like, I'm going to go ask Rich Redmond for advice on what I should do with my career. They're like, man, like Rich, like, do you know, you could ask this guy who's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but he does exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, and he's so good at communicating about it. Like, that's what he's popular for.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really appreciate that that's what I've always appreciated about you. And for me, I'll talk about something super random for a second.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with
Drummer.
the fact that I call myself the best drummer in Nashville?
I love this. Yeah, I was like, this
Are you familiar with that?
It's on your Instagram.
Yeah. I refer to myself
Handle.
as the best drummer in Nashville.
Now this is because I know you.
Yes. I'm not the best drummer in Nashville. I'm not the best drummer. I'm not the best at anything
But that is so
at any time.
it's so bold and
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
it's a conversation starter.
Yes. Yes. And that's exactly why I did it. Because it's like, I guess tying this to you, like I love that you have a brand, you have a thing, you have a niche. It's very identifiable.
Mhm.
And for me, it's like, that's kind of where I've fallen in that is like calling myself the best drummer in Nashville is not because I think I'm the best drummer in Nashville and it's like some competitive. I actually hate that element of music where people treat it like a competition. I do it because I like being sarcastic and slightly arrogant just to get a rise out of people. That's definitely why I do it. But if anybody like truly asks me why I call myself the best drummer in Nashville, it's because like I kind of embodied this persona in a way that came from a joke in like, why wouldn't you like call yourself that? Why wouldn't you not actually believe that about yourself? Because if you can't believe that about yourself, who's going to?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it came from. Like, hell yeah, I'm the best. And you should hire me, or you like, I'm worthy to sit in this room, because so many people over the course of my life, especially in drums, going to Rich, man, dude, like that's the decision you're going to make. You're going to go move to Nashville. Are you? No,
I'm not sure if this story's going the way you wanted it to.
I'm not.
I love it.
I'm not insulting Rich at all. I'm complimenting him definitely. Like, I like some people just the only people that hate on you online are those types of people that are like weird drum nerds that like are irrelevant. Ultimately.
Well, the other thing is the faces. Like everybody makes faces. I don't know why I get so much hate for the faces.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but what are you interpreting as hate? What are they saying?
Guy looks like he's taking a giant dump.
That's not hate.
I look concerned or angry when I play, so it's like
The other one that I kind of think is kind of fun is I didn't know Rocky played drums.
I saw that one.
Right.
But that's not hate. That's just
pretty,
people being people. You know, it's trolling.
Rockies, right.
But I mean, they're just people being jackholes.
And ultimately, those are because you have a platform, and you are a like in your face personality, which is like kind of going back to the best drummer in Nashville thing. That's something that I've kind of tried to adopt into
How long
my
have you been doing
personal brand. Years now.
No,
years,
right.
years
I love
now,
it.
calling myself the best drummer in Nashville. But yeah, like people have always told me, oh, you're not good enough for this. You're not. Are you sure you want to move to Nashville, man? Like you're doing so well here. Like, look at all the players that live in Nashville. Are you sure? Like, I don't know, man.
Because they're not brave enough to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's like a little bit of like a middle finger as well to like people that are like, oh yeah, Ben. I don't know. Ben's like not the best.
Well, we were talking about Zoltan. Zoltan Toback. And he's playing with Muscadine Bloodline now for a decade. And he was in mid-state California, and he was working at a Guitar Center. And he's like, I think I'm going to move to Nashville. And all the guys at work were like, are you sure, dude, man? Have you seen the competition, dude? You're going to go there? He's like, yeah, I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
And now he's got this great job.
And
he bought a house.
And why wouldn't you? Because like going all the way back to the hard work comment, quote, which I don't know if you ever got that one.
Oh, did you get to Calvin Coolidge?
Calvin Coolidge, nothing can take the place of hard work.
I mean, the one that's close enough is nothing in this world can take the place of persistence.
Yes.
Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan, press on, has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race.
Wow.
But here's the other aspect you're not bringing up, and this is something I talked about yesterday in a presentation that I did, is when you get around people who are better than you, you have to rise. The talent just rubs off. I was in a radio station group in Connecticut where I became a whale inside of a puddle. And then I got out to Vegas and I got in a 6-station radio group where I became a minnow inside of an ocean. And then I got around all these amazing talents and all these amazing program directors, people that were making like trade magazine appearances and all this other stuff. And by the time I was done with those 4 years, I was the big fish.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just takes time.
Right. Yeah. And like that's the thing that I've always adopted. It's like
you can glean off that talent.
Exactly. If you're the best in the room, you're probably in the wrong room.
Right.
Yeah. Is the
exactly.
I guess, quote that everybody references. So yeah.
And it's also a crabs in the bucket kind of thing. So I mean, you're in Sacramento and you got out of the bucket.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, those suckers are mean. They just keep grabbing you. No, you're not going anywhere.
That's right.
But Rich, I'm your biggest fan, bro.
Oh, dude, likewise, man.
I think that what you do is awesome, and don't listen to those
weirdo
drummers on the internet.
Man. I want to this is my purpose. I want to make a living, and if I had the gift of playing in a band like the Chili Peppers or something, where you're a member for 20, 30 years, maybe I wouldn't have to promote so hard. But he still gets out there and does the thing.
He does.
Yeah,
he's got whoever his guy or gal, their publicist, he is everywhere. Did you see him co-host Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Did he?
He came out with Will Ferrell, and they did a thing.
Yeah. I saw that.
It was amazing. Then he jumped on drums with Sir Paul and played 2 songs, and his drumming style is so in the pocket and so in time and feels so good, but still has that willy goosey kind of
washy
flow of a young man.
Yeah.
And that's hard to achieve.
Right.
He's got a great style.
Yeah.
Great style. So you're playing, you're teaching, you're touring, you're running the lab. How do people get in touch with you in the lab?
Well, you can follow me on the internet, Instagram.
What is this?
If you've ever heard of the internet,
Yes.
you can follow me on Instagram, Benwood Drums, or I think that's like all my...
The greatest drummer in Nashville.
The
best drummer in Nashville.
Yeah. The greatest would be Rich. And he tells me that all the time. He's like, Ben, I'm the greatest. So,
and then Music Lab.
Yeah, Benwood Drums on the internet, and then Music Lab Nashville, nashville.musiclab.co, not .com.
Yeah.
And we're Music Lab Nashville on all social media platforms. You can give us a call if you have a friend or a kid, or if you've always wanted to learn an instrument.
Yeah.
Again, we do all ages.
All ages, all levels of ability.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, man. What a pleasure to spend this time with you, man. I'm so happy for you. And dare I say, I'm so proud of you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Fun conversation, right, Jim?
Oh, yeah, as always.
Oh, man. That's Ben Wood, the best drummer in Nashville. Music Lab.
He said it. I'm going to clip it.
Music Lab Nashville. And for all you folks that have been going, hey, where have you guys been? We are back. We're in year 7. We just needed a short break, so be sure to subscribe, share, rate, and review. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
This has been The Rich Redmond Show. Subscribe, rate, and follow along at richredmond.com/podcasts.